Hello! Today we'll be talking about Magby, the last baby Pokemon introduced in Gen 2. Its previous PYC dates are October 23rd, 1996, August 14th, 1999, June 4th, 2002, March 25th, 2005, January 14th, 2008, November 4th, 2010, August 25th, 2013, June 15th, 2016, April 6th, 2019, and January 25th, 2022. Compared to the last two Pokemon, Magby is the most logical of the three pre-evolutions. It honestly feels like it should have always been Magmar's pre-evolution, and I wouldn't be surprised if it originally was, but was scrapped in Gen 1 due to space limitations. Anyway, let's get in the Bulbapedia article.
Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we're talking about Magby, the live coal Pokemon, whose number is 0240. This is what it looks like. Its type is Fire, ability is Flame Body, and Vital Spirit is its inability. Gender ratio is 75% male and 25% female. Catch rate is 45 for 11.9%. Breeding is egg group, no eggs discovered. Hatch time 25 cycles. Height is 2'4" or 0.7 meters. Weight is 47.2 pounds or 21.4 kilograms. Basic experience skill is 117 in Gen 2 through 4 and 73 and 5 plus. Loving raised medium fast. EV is 1 in speed. Shape is that. Footprint is that. Pokedex color is red and base friendship is 70. Magby is a fire type baby Pokemon introduced in Gen 2. It evolves into Magmar starting at level 30, which evolves into Magmortar when traded while holding a Magmarizer. Biology: Magby is a bipedal Pokemon that has a red body with a yellow flame-shaped marking on its stomach and a black collar marking on its neck. Its head is covered with large lumps, and it has a rounded yellow beak. There is a single spike on its back, and it has a tapered tail. Its short arms have 3 clawed fingers, while its feet have only 2 clawed toes. Magby can breathe 1,100 degree Fahrenheit, 600 Celsius flames, and hot embers drip from its mouth. Its health can be determined by these flames. Yellow flames show that a Magby is in good health, while flames mixed with a lot of smoke is symptomatic of fatigue, and flames dripping from its nose is a sign of a cold. Magby's volcanic habitat ensures its health. However, it can be seen living in towns. Magby is known to be rather small and timid. It leaks out flames when excited or surprised. It prefers to soak in the magma of volcanoes in order to recover from the day's fatigue. Evolution: Magby evolves into Magmar, which evolves into Magmortar. So Magby, Magmar, Magmortar. Game data: Pokedex entries. Gen 2 in gold. Each and every time it inhales and exhales, hot embers dribble out of its mouth and nostrils. Silver: it is found in volcanic craters. Its body temp is over 1,100 degrees, so don't underestimate it. Crystal: it naturally spits an 1,100 degree flame. It is said when many appear, it heralds a volcanic eruption. For Stadium 2, if you have Pokemon Red, Silver, Crystal inserted, get the gold entry, but if you have Pokemon Blue, Gold, or Yellow inserted, get the silver entry. In Gen 3, Ruby and Sapphire, Magby's state of health is determined by observing the fire it breathes. If the Pokemon is spouting yellow flames from its mouth, it is in good health. When it is fatigued, black smoke will be mixed in with the flames. Emerald: if a Magby is spouting yellow flames from its mouth, it is in good health. When it is fatigued, black smoke will be mixed in with the flames. Fire Red is basically Silver's, but slightly different, so I'll read it. It is found in volcanic craters. Its body heat exceeds 1,100 degrees Fahrenheit, so don't underestimate it. Leaf Green is the gold entry. In Gen 4, in Diamond and Pearl, its body temperature is around 1,100 degrees F Fahrenheit. It is healthy if it is breathing yellow flames. Platinum: its magma-like blood circulates throughout its body. Its body heat can top 1,100 degrees Fahrenheit. Heart Gold is the gold counterpart. Soul Silver is very similar to its silver counterpart, but slightly different, so I'll read it. It is found in volcanic craters. Its body temperature is over 1,100 degrees Fahrenheit, so don't underestimate it. In Gen 5, Black and White is the platinum entry. Black 2 and White 2. It's small, but its body temperature is over 1,100 degrees F. Embers escape its mouth and nose when it breathes. In Gen 6, X is basically Black 2 and White 2s, but F is now the full word Fahrenheit. Y is basically the entries of Platinum, Black and White, but same thing. F is now Fahrenheit. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are basically Ruby and Sapphires, but Magby and Pokemon are now the correct casing. In Gen 7 and Sun, many of these Pokemon can be seen in areas with volcanic activity. Feeding can get them so excited. They excel flames of 1,100 degrees Fahrenheit. Moon: a famous potter, lives with a Magby. Apparently its soft flames produce fine works. Ultra Sun: when flames drip from its nose, that means it has a cold. Have it lie down for a nice rest in some magma. You know, just the magma you have on hand. It's a lot easier in Alola. Ultra Moon. Its body temperature is always around 1,100 degrees Fahrenheit. If Magby falls into a small enough pond, the whole thing will dry up. In Gen 8 Sword, this Pokemon is still small and timid. Whenever Magby gets excited or surprised, flames leak from its mouth and its nose. Shield. This Pokemon makes its home near volcanoes. At the end of the day, Magby soaks in magma, resting and recovering from the day's fatigue. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl are very similar to Diamond Pearls, but slightly different, so I'll read it. Its body temperature is around 1,100 degrees Fahrenheit. It is healthy if it is exhaling yellow flames. Legends Arceus. This Pokemon lives in volcanic areas. With each breath, sparks spurt from its mouth and nose. When Magby is in good health, its flames gain a yellow tint. In Gen 9, Scarlet and Violet are very similar to ones we've done before, but they're slightly different, so we'll read them. Scarlet, each and every time it inhales and exhales, sparks leak from its mouth and nostrils. Violet, magma-like blood circulates throughout this Pokemon's body, raising its body temperature as high as 1,100 degrees Fahrenheit. Magby in the Alola Pokedex, and Magby in the Blueberry Pokedex. We got 4 of them, that's very cute, yeah, very nice. I like the texture, that's fun. Game locations, side game locations, and events. Held items, Diamond, Magmarizer 5% of the time, and Pearl, Magmarizer 50% of the time. That's fun, because it's flipped of what the Electrizer, or whatever from yesterday's video. It was 50, I think, in Diamond, and 5% in Pearl, so that's kind of fun that they flopped them. Pokewalker, Kelp Sea Berry in the Amity Meadow 100% of the time. In Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon, you get the Magmarizer 5% of the time. Sword and Shield, if you have the expansion pass, you get the Magmarizer 5% of the time. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, you get the Magmarizer 5% of the time. Legends Arceus, for normal, you get the Rost Berry 35% of the time. Spoiled Apricorn 15% of the time. Grid ends by level. Alpha EXP Candy S 100% of the time, Seed of Mastery 10% of the time, grid ends by level. Stats, base stats, HP 45, attack 75, defense 37, special attack 70, special defense 55, speed 83, for a total of 365. Pokeathlon stats, type effectiveness, damaged only by normal, fighting, flying, poison, ghost, electric, psychic, dragon, and dark. Weak to ground, rock, and water for double, immune to nothing, resistant to bug, steel, fire, grass, ice, and fairy for half. Learn set by leveling up. 1. Smog and Leer. 4. Ember. 8. Smokescreen. 12. Clear Smog. 16. Flame Wheel. 20. Confuse Ray. 24. Scary Face. 28. Fire Punch. 32. Lava Plume. 36. Low Kick. 40. Flamethrower. 44. Sunny Day. And 48. Fire Blast. By TM we're skipping. By breeding we're skipping. Side game data. You got all this. Okay. Pokemon Ranger, Shadows of Volmy in the browser entry. It attacks by launching fireballs. Pokemon Ranger, Guardian Signs. It attacks by spitting fire. Got this, okay. Pokepark Wii, Pikachu's Adventure, the Pokepark pad entry. Magby often plays in the Lava Zone. They show great respect for Blaziken, and they have tons of fun at Bastiodon's Block Barrage. Got all this. Evolution data. Magby evolves into Magmar, starting at level 30, which evolves into Magmortar when traded while holding a Magmarizer. Magmar cannot evolve into Magmortar in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, as Magmortar is not present in those games. In Pokemon Legends Arceus, Magmar evolves into Magmortar when exposed to a Magmarizer. Magby, level 30, Magmar, trade holding Magmarizer, Magmortar. And I guess you can breed this one. Probably can breed that one as well. Sprites here, so, okay. A little bit chunkier, particularly in the thing, and it doesn't have the flame thing yet. That's interesting. Yeah, the flame pattern isn't there yet. Huh. It's just like a weird kind of half and half. I guess it's kind of trying to emulate this thing and Magmar. But yeah, it's got 2 front toes and a back toe. That's interesting. 3. I mean, it's, yeah, something like that. Got a bunch of these bumps. They're not as evenly around, I'd say. Yep. Again, a little bit chunkier. Got the one. It's like there. Looks like it's supposed to have like the flame patterns, kind of like that did. Yes, it has a different belly for some reason. Crystals is what introduces the curl on that belly. It looks wildly different between gold and silver. It almost looks like it's aging up. I don't know why it's so different between the two games. This is kind of darker red. You see orangish yellow and all that for the shiny. This becomes a lot smaller, a lot more sleek, a lot more round on the top there. Definitely got the flame now, and it's yellow and red. This is just yellow. It's like 2 shades of yellow. No evidence of whether or not this is gone or not. We just It's just not there. I don't know. Yeah. Don't know this. Then, yeah, diamond. Pearl and all that. Yeah, pretty much the same. Probably slightly different. Color. The color in platinum, like the belly, is kind of like this bright yellow. Now it's kind of this darker yellow. I guess, and then this becomes a little bit lighter red. Yep. I get the full back sprite, so that confirms that the back one is no longer on the sprite. Or no longer has the back toe. But yeah, it's pretty much the same. Colors might be a little bit different. But yeah. Models, pretty good models, I'd say. Certainly better than some. Oh, this becomes orange and yellow. His eyes are weird. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm assuming it's an animation. Yeah, I don't know why his eyes are weird on this one. Yep. Got these. Better models. So they weirdly gain this? When does that happen? Was that always intended? I guess it was always kind of intended to have these sort of large white pupils, but it kind of loses them for many generations until we get back to the models, more or less just, I guess, Sun's models, what reintroduce. Maybe a little bit, maybe it is here, because you can kind of see it in, like, rubies. They're a lot bigger than they ever were, but yeah, you can see these in this game, they're a lot better models than this one's homes, yeah. Yeah, animation, Magby in Pokemon Journeys the series, you got all these. A Magby egg in Pokemon the series Ruby and Sapphire. Pokedex entries in episode 262 in Ash's Pokedex. Magby, the live coal Pokemon. Magby is the pre-evolved form of Magmar. Despite its small size, it is a tough opponent and produces an extremely hot flame. Diamond Pearl, episode 170 in Dawn's Pokedex. Magby, the live coal Pokemon. Magby has a magma-like substance in its body, and it emits super fiery breath. Here you go, this in the manga. Magby in Pokemon Adventures, looking very cute. Then you got Magby and Pokemon Gold and Silver, the Golden Boys. Yes, there's a Cleffa here. This one, here you go, this in the TCG. Trivia, Magby has the lowest possible maximum performance in any given stat of any Pokemon, only capable of reaching 3 stars in any of its 5 stats. I read this one, I guess, in the Magmar video. We talked about it in the Elekid one as well, briefly. Origin. Magby seems to be a combination of a booby or duck with a mythical salamander. It is possibly based on a Karura depicted in Japanese, Hindu, Buddhist mythology as a bird-like fire-breathing creature. The spike on its back gives it a resemblance to a baby iguana. Its face may also be based on Hyotoku masks, which resemble a man blowing fire through a bamboo pipe. The yellow part on its belly appears to be a symbol of a flame. Name origin, Magby may be a combination of magma and baby or booby, a type of seabird. Booby may be a combination of booby and baby. In other languages, related articles, external links to the baby Pokemon, let's move on.
Now let's watch Magby's first scene in the anime.
Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching Pikachu and Pichu in this short. Ash and friends have left their Pokemon in a park on top of a skyscraper. Here, Pikachu has met the Pichu brothers. They were on a different building, and he ended up on their building through a series of unfortunate events. And now they've tried to get back to his original building, but they've stopped at the Pichu brothers' hideout, and now all of the members are introducing themselves. There's a Magby, and that's where we started in the Igglybuff video, so we'll have to stop there. Let's move on.
Now let's see why other people love Magby. Now let's look at fan art.
Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody sent in fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you familiar with the series, you might be wondering why we're on the single image, and that's because this is the only image we'll be doing today. This is Magby and Magmar by Geeth Jerk. So we got Magby and Magmar. I don't know if this is before Gen 4 when they introduced Magmortar, or if they just wanted to do the first two members of the line here, but yeah, here they are, in a very stylized, or duck-like, I'd say, image, yeah. Very good. Let's move on.
Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I won't be streaming tonight as I need to wait until I've talked about Miltank, the earliest, to get the odd egg in Pokemon Crystal to potentially get a Magby, which I already passed, but I don't have room in my party, since eggs at least in Gen 2, are considered Pokemon instead of items, meaning they take up a party slot. Tomorrow we talk about Miltank. That video will be uploaded early at 9 a.m. CDT, Central Daylight Time, tomorrow. As always, this is my proper outfit. You'll see me tomorrow.